Hello and welcome to the fourth level in our Tomb Raider 3 walkthrough. This level is the Caves of Kaliya, and it's a very short level. It's basically a maze at the start and then you fight a boss at the end. Now what I'll do with this video is I'll show you the way that you can go to collect all the items, and I'll tell you where some of the kills are. There'll be a couple of kills that I'll just miss out for the purpose of not having to backtrack so much. But after I've complete this level and got to the end collecting all the items, I'll then do, just as a bonus, I'll do a short clip at the end where I show you the quickest way of doing this level. So I think you can actually do this, or you can get to the boss in about a minute or a minute and 30 seconds, something like that, but we'll just see. First way we want to go, so we've got two paths, left or the right. First way we're going to go is to the left, and we're just going to hug the wall. So basically just follow the wall around to the left. When we get to the end here, we're going to fall down a hole. We don't need to worry about grabbing because it's not that deep. We won't take any damage from there. We're going to pick up the flares in here and then climb out. Now we're going to go to the left and climb out again. So we just came from the path behind us. And we're going to go through here and crawl. And then we're going to crawl to the left. Now the way to go to actually get to the boss quicker is just to the left, and you drop down onto the bottom level. But what we're going to do is go to the right and pick up the easy clips. And then what we're going to do is crawl to the left again, so we're not going to go down to the bottom level and fight the boss yet. We're actually going to go back to the start of the level and we're going to take the other path. Because this is the only way, or the only way I've found where you can actually get all the items. So you have to do a bit of backtracking. So we're going to just stick to the right, follow this path around to the right, or, you know, as much as we can. This is the start of the level here. So where we went left before, we're now going to go to the right. Crawl through here, and then we've got a boulder trap afterwards. Now above us is a boulder, and it won't fall on us and kill us straight away yet, because that would be really unfair. But it will fall as soon as we slide down here. So the trick here is basically to slide down and then just jump when you get to the end. And that way you avoid taking any, you avoid stumbling. Because if you do certain jumps you can actually stumble and it slows down our animation and then it's harder to get moving. We avoided that boulder, so what we're going to do is back up. And, well, we're going to back up a couple of times until we trigger the boulder that's behind us. So as soon as we hear the music, we're then just going to start running forward. And it's a bit hard to see because the boulder's blocking the screen, but we're just going to duck into this corridor here, and we avoid that boulder. Now we're going to go the way where the boulder, that second boulder came from, and we're just going to climb up here and crawl through this wall, and we'll enter another area. Now, this area is very maze-like. As you can see, there's a lot of different paths you can go down, but most of them just lead to a dead end. So the way that I go is I'll just stick to the right wall, or just hug the right wall, follow this path round, and then we'll find some shotgun shells. I'm now going to follow the path round and continue to take every right turn. And follow it round this way, and then go to the right here. Then we'll follow the path round here, and we'll see that there's a snake guarding a med pack. So we're just going to activate him, and then we're going to kill him. We grab the med pack now, and turn around and go back the way that we came. You can see in front of us here we've got what looks like a dead end, but this is actually a movable block. So we'll move this out of the way. And now we're going to continue going down this way to the right. So again here we're just basically going to take every right turn that we can. Apart from that one because that's a dead end. So we're going to go right here and right again. And follow this path round. And we'll come to a hole now. And now we're on the bottom floor. So we're just above where the boss, well, where the boss is, where the boss chamber is. And we'll keep following this path around. There's no other sort of way you can go here. You have to just follow it around. And then we're going to crawl through this space here. Now, in this part of the room, there's a way we can go over there to get a kill. So there's a snake, I believe, around one of those corners. I don't know exactly where he is, to be honest. Because I never bother killing him. I always go this way, which is the intended way to get to the end of the level. So we just follow the path around, and then we come to this room here with a green health crystal and some flares. Now, I'll just put out a warning here. The room that I'm about to enter, if you don't like snakes, then this is definitely not the room for you. Unfortunately, you've got to go through this room. There's no other path you can go. So if we drop down here, you'll see that this room is absolutely filled with snakes. I think there's about 8 of them. The way we want to go is down there. As you saw behind us, there's actually a boulder. And that will start coming as soon as we start running towards the end. So we're going to stay in the middle of the room. And we're just going to sprint. And we should avoid all the snakes. And when we get to the end, we're just going to duck and crawl through here. Now, if you wanted all the kills, which obviously I don't because I already skipped the snake, you can go back and take care of all those snakes. But again, like I said, I don't see the point a lot of the time in getting all the kills. I usually just like getting as many items as I can and obviously getting all the secrets. So when we drop down here, we've got a health crystal. We're at full health anyway, because that health crystal before is unavoidable, the one with when you drop into the snake pit. So it doesn't matter if we collect this one or not. And when we slide down here, we're going to face the boss. The tactic that I like to use is draw the weapons, slide down, as soon as she targets him, start shooting. Then we're going to take 2 or 3 steps to the right. He's going to launch a fireball in the air. As soon as it hits the ceiling, we're going to jump to the left. He's then going to launch a fireball at us, and then we're going to jump to the right. And basically, we're just going to rinse and repeat, and hope we don't get set on fire. And there we go. So he's now down. He floats around a bit and then explodes, and he leaves that crystal on the floor. Now, if we collect that crystal, that will actually end the level. So we don't want to do that just yet. We want to grab the items, because there's a small health kit there, a small med kit, whatever you want to call it. There's the grenade launcher here, which is our second new weapon, third weapon in the game, if you count the pistols as number 1, shotgun as number 2. And then we've got some grenades here as well. So what you can do is collect the grenade launcher first and the grenades and use those to kill the boss. But I usually just use the pistols anyway, because I don't see it being any quicker to risk jumping across that fire water while he's firing like fireballs at you. So that's the way I do it anyway. Like I said, you can experiment, do whatever you want. It's fairly linear. Just kill the boss and pick up the crystal. And there we go. That was the Caves of Kaliya, 4th level and last level in the India series of levels. Obviously we took 8 minutes, as you can see there, we took 8 minutes and 23 seconds to do that. We didn't find any secrets because there aren't any secrets in that level, and we only actually got 2 kills, that one snake and the boss at the end. Use no health kits because it's quite an easy level to get through again without using a health kit, as long as you know where all the traps and pitfalls are. And after this, what we'll get is a level select screen, which is a new sort of feature to this Tomb Raider series, and I don't think they've ever actually done this before in any of the other Tomb Raider series. Basically, this is just where you pick your next level and where you're going to start your next adventure from. So in the next video, what I'll be doing is selecting one of these and playing through that series of levels. Each of them has 4 levels in there. So we'll be covering each of those, and depending on what order I pick them in, depends on what order the videos will come. I am leaning more towards playing Nevada first, as for anyone that hasn't played this game before, if you pick the easiest way to get through to the last level is to play Nevada first, because there's a level in here where you lose all your items. And if you play, say, like South Pacific, then London, then Nevada, all the items you collected from the other levels, you'd lose them, and I don't think you actually get a lot of them back. Or you do get the weapons back, but you wouldn't end up with half as much ammo. Anyway, to end the video at this point, and then I'll just add on bonus at the end of this video because it's quite short. I'll just add on an extra bit where I show you how to get to the boss quicker time as possible. So welcome back to level 4 again. I'm basically just going to take you through this as quick as I possibly can. So from the start we're just going to go to the left, follow the wall round, or hug the wall to the left, then go to the right here and crawl through this space. This is where we came through in the main video, and we went to, at the end of this, we went to the right to grab the Uzi clips and then backtracked. In here though, for speed, we're going to go to the left and drop down. So I'll just wait until she manages to turn around. Then we're going to drop down, and now we're actually on the third level down. So we're on basically the final floor before we go down and fight the boss. I was going to say see the boss then. Well, we'll see him and then we'll pump him full of lead afterwards. We're going to crawl through here, and then we're going to go to the right and the right again. Now this is the quickest that I can do the level because I haven't had enough practice on it, to be honest. But you probably can do it quicker if you were to sprint around the corridors and around the corners. But I always end up bumping into the walls and just die. Well, just, you know, wasting time. So I'm just going to drop down there, do a roll at the end, sprint to the end here, try and avoid the snakes as we did before, and then just going to crawl through here. So see, there's like minor little adjustments that I could make just to speed this up a bit, but I shouldn't have a bad time. I've never actually watched a speed run on this level, so I don't know what a good time is. But it took us about 1 minute 40 to get down to the boss. Here he is, and now we're just going to do the same tactic as we did before to kill him. So just before I end the video, what I will show you is what I was speaking about before. So you can actually grab the grenade launcher here. Well, there you go. That proves that the risk that you take if you do that is that you're going to get set on fire, and then you've got to basically cheese it by using as many med kits as you can just to keep your health up. Now, you can actually complete the level if you do that tactic. Obviously, I'd have to be shooting him, but you can complete the level if you just keep eating loads of health packs while you're on fire and then collect the crystal. Anyway, I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to dive into the water, to be honest. So that will be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and as I said before, I'll decide what level I'm going to do afterwards, whether it'll be Nevada or whatever, but you'll see in the next video. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.